Hey, so this is another project, but in this one is a grade check. So specifically, I'm doing it for my school. This is my school's grade, but whatever score you get in your exams, you can at least check your grade, Bob. So yeah, so this is the grade right here: A plus 85 to 100. Hardcore, bro. So first, you include libraries as always. Don't forget to include your libraries. So first, you include libraries. Oh, come on. So first include libraries. stdio.h. Once again, your main function, you will need it always. Don't forget your main function. Now you return zero. Pretty simple. So now we'll be using a score specifically. So let's say the score is an integer. Whatever score is in your test is supposed to be an integer. So score is an integer. And let me print an output saying grade check at printf 80 a grade checker because I school in it's a grade checker. Double lines, double lines. So now I'll need to ask the user for his grade. So asking the user for his grade, I'll need to output a question. So your score. Enter your score. So once the score is entered, as always, you store the score semicolon. As always, you store the score inside you store the score in the scanf function. So scanf, maybe writing comment would have helped. So yeah, so scanf. It's an integer, so the specifier is supposed to be the format %d, and then give it the address. Yeah. So pretty simple. Here you taking score right here. Yeah, pretty simple. Taking score. So we use an if statement. So if we need a condition. So if score. So at least it's a range. So over here, you will learn how to use the logical AND operator. The logical AND operator, it works. It works when two conditions are true. That's only when it works. So we use it when we need a range. Maybe let's say from 85 to 100. So watch this. So if score is less or equal to 100, like we are declaring the range, use the AND operator. Yeah, so use this for the logical operator. If score, again, is greater or equal to 85, then it should proceed with this condition. So at least you can see there's a range. Score is less than 100, and also score is greater than 85. So let's say if it were to be in mathematics, you would get something like this: 100 greater, score less than 85. I mean, the equal to is supposed to come, but like I'm giving you something to do in maths. So let's say this score, it's in a range. So this is how you write this range right here. So it's supposed to meet the condition right here. So 100 greater, if score is less than 100 and also greater, no. Yeah, so his score is less than 100 and it's also greater than 85. That's what I've written at the top here. It should continue with the program beneath it. So if it is true, then that means you're supposed to printf your grade. So your grade 4. So ideally, your grade for the score is A plus. You see right here, this is the range 85 to 100. That's the range right here. above. Yeah. So new line. Let me just add a new line though. So yeah, so that was it. Mm, so the D right here is supposed to be the score. So score. So this is simple. So you just do everything. You just do all the grays in an if statement above. So the next one is supposed to be an else. So let's say else. To make things look really simple, all I'll do is I'll copy everything. Else control V above. Yeah. So I'll do it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times. So I'll do it 9 times. After that, I just make a couple of changes in it to make the workflow easy. Control V. Else 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 Control V. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So ideally the last one is supposed to be it's just numbers. So I mean numbers. Else Control V. And the last one will be else print out. You should just print out an invalid score. So invalid input. Yeah, pretty simple invalid input. So we do some changes in it above. So 100, ideally 185. So if the score is less, so we go 84. So 84. 84, we can't hear, we go 80. If it is greater than 80. We can't hear 75. If it's less than 75. Oh, I made a mistake. So 79. 79 right here. You know, so here will be 75 if it's greater than 75. So 74. You can't hear. You go at 70. Ideally, you can't hear 69. 69. You come here, make it a 65. If it is greater than 65, valid in less than 69. So it's not range above. So 64, 64, 64, and also 60, 60, 60, 57, 57, 55. So here we what do we call it? 54, 54, and also 50, 50. Okay, so cool. So ideally here would be if the score is automatically less than 50. Just say your score was an F, you failed above. So F right here. You go here, you give it a D, you come here, a D plus, you come here, a C, and you go here, a C plus, you come here, a B, and you come here, a B plus, and you go over here, an A. Ideally, this is a great checker, above. So let's run it and see if it works. So when you see an error like this, you just read the line and the column. So it says line 40, but then the column 2 and it says it right here, error expected, a semicolon before your curly bracket. So there's a curly bracket. Before it needs a semicolon. So you can write here at the top. You put a semicolon there. Very simple. When you find an error, don't freak out. Okay. So you run it. So let's say I scored. I'm very good. So let's say I scored a 90. Your grade for 90 is A plus. Ideally, that's it. Your grade for 90 A plus. See in the next section.